Hello. In this video, we are going to see some word problems related to consecutive numbers. This is a part of numbers3 series that we are looking for the past few weeks. What two consecutive negative integers have a sum of minus 47? So we need to take two consecutive integers. Okay, so we just guess it is n and n plus 1. Okay, they've asked us like it is the sum of two consecutive negative integers. Doesn't mean that we have to take minus n and minus n plus 1. Just take it as two consecutive integers n and n plus 1, the sum of which is going to give you the answer, that is minus 47. They want to find us what are the numbers, right? So 2n plus 1 is equal to minus 47, 2n is equal to minus 48, n is equal to minus 24. So one of the number is minus 24, the second number is n plus 1, right? Minus 24 plus 1 is minus 23. So ultimately we have got the consecutive negative numbers. So there is no much strain when they ask for a negative number. Okay, we'll just repeat with one more problem, the same category. Two negative consecutive integers have a sum of minus 21. So it is n and n plus 1. The sum of the two numbers is going to give minus 21. So 2n plus 1 is equal to minus 21 and n is equal to minus 11. So if the first number is minus 11, the second number is minus 10. See, automatically you get the negative answer. Okay, we'll move on to the next problem. The sum of an odd integer and twice its consecutive is equal to 3757. Okay, sum of an odd integer is 2 n plus 1, right? Any odd integer, the general format is 2n plus 1 1, 2n plus 3, 2n plus 5, 2n plus 7, right? Now we have to take two numbers, right? And its consecutive number, it is 2n plus 3. Okay, sum of the first number and the consecutive number is 2 times. Okay, and then we will get the answer 3757. Okay, so now it is going to be simple. We have to just multiply everything and then you have to find the answer. Okay, so 6n is equal to 3750 and n is equal to 625. So the first number is 2n plus 1. So 625 times 2 plus 1 is the first number, right? It is going to be 1251. So the next number is 1253. Okay, so this is the first sum. The second sum is find two consecutive natural numbers whose product is 30. Product, we are doing for the first time the product. Okay, natural numbers, two consecutive numbers, right? N and n plus 1. Instead of multiplying these, adding these numbers, here we have to multiply. So it is going to be n square. Sorry, I forgot to put the values. The product of the two consecutive numbers is going to be 30. Okay, so n square plus n minus 30 equals 0. If you are very thorough in algebraic equations, it is very faster. Otherwise also I'll explain you. It's going to be a combination of two numbers, multiplication of two numbers. So first number is n squared. How do we get it? If there is an n here, if you multiply it, it will give n squared. Then that is minus 30 is there. So how to get this? Multiplying 6 and 5, we will get 30, right? But we are meaning minus 30. So either 5 or 6 has to be in a negative number. Now we will move on to this. This is plus n. right? So if it is going to be, the bigger number has to be a positive number. So n plus 6 and n minus 5 will give you this equation. So n into n square, n times minus 5 is minus 5n, n times 6n is 6n. So when you add it, it will become 1n. Then 6 times minus 5 is minus 30. So n plus 6 and n plus 5. So ultimately the n's value is either 5 or minus 6. In the question they are just given two consecutive natural numbers, so we are just avoiding the negative integer and we are taking the value of n. So n is equal to 5. So the first number is 5 and the second number is 6. So the question is, the product is 30, right? 5 times 6 is 30. So ultimately we have checked the answer also. Okay, so this algebraic expression is a little bit newer. Maybe for some kids you can practice it and it will be easy for you. Okay, then there are three consecutive positive integers such that the sum of the square of the first. So okay, first we will take three positive consecutive integers. So n plus 1, n plus 2. So the sum of the square of the first, so this is the square, and it's going to get added to the product of the other two. So n plus 1 and n plus 2 are going to get multiplied, and then it is going to be added to the square of the n. Okay, now we will, and this value is going to be 154. Okay, n square plus, so now we will multiply n and n, will get n square. So 1n and 2n, they will be added, we will be getting 3n, right? And 1 times 2 is 2, which is equal to 154. Okay, now we have to simplify this. We will write 2n square plus 3n minus 152, right? So this will get into two factors. The first factor should have a 2, right? One factor should have a 2n and another factor should have a n. So that 2n times n will become 2n square. Okay, now we will carry on with the 152. How many times that? Okay, 19 times 8 makes 152. Okay, now we have to decide whether it is giving 3n. So 19, 8 into 3 is 24. Okay, so now we have to decide which one is going to be the added factor and subtracted factor. So it is plus 19 and minus 8. Okay, because 3n is in a positive value, we have putting the higher number as 19. Okay, so now we'll get that one of the factor is going to be 19 by 2. The other factor is going to be 8. Okay, so it's a set three positive integers, so we will just eliminate the fraction value and we'll take n, the first number as 8, second number as 9 and the third number is 10. Okay, so these are the three numbers which are going to make the answer 154. Okay, so now we are going to see two application problems. Okay, how we are going to apply this concept of consecutive numbers in a problem finding out some values. Okay, so the length of the sides of a triangle are consecutive odd numbers. So there is a triangle, the side length, there are three sides in the triangle and they are going to be consecutive odd numbers. So odd numbers we will represent as 2n plus 1, 2n plus 3, 2n plus 5. Okay, we're just taking it as random. And what is the length of the longest side if the perimeter is 45? Okay, so how to find the perimeter of a triangle? Perimeter of triangle, you have to add sum of all sides, right? Sum of all sides of the triangle, right? So we have to add 2n plus 1 plus 2n plus 3 plus 2n plus 5, which is equal to 45. So by simplifying it, we got the value of n as 6. So the first side of the one side of the length of the triangle is going to be 2n plus 1, that is 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1 13, so 13. The other one is 15, the other one is 17. So these are three sides of the triangle, and they are asking for what is the length of the longest side. So the longest side length is 17. So that is going to be the answer. So this is the way we apply the concept of consecutive integers into a problem and find the length of the side of a triangle. Okay, we'll see one more example like this. 3 sisters have ages that are consecutive odd integers. Okay, again an odd integer. Okay, so two n plus 1, 2n plus 3, 2n plus 5. So these are the ages of the 3 sisters. Find the ages if the sum of the age of the youngest, okay, and 3 times the age of the oldest. So this is the youngest one and this is the oldest one, right? So 3 times the age of the oldest, okay, is 5 less than. So whenever less than comes, we have to take the second part first, that is 5 times the middle sister. 5 times the middle sister, so 5 less than the 5 times the middle sister's age. Okay, now we have got the equation. Next part is just going to be the simplification part.